Greetings, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Bigby's Bibliophiles, a spot where I pick a book out of the world's library and review it for you fine folks here. In this edition, we are going to continue the Black Knight's epic science fiction adventure from our last book, Starshatter, which set the stage for this next installment, The Twin Sons of Corolla. In Twin Sons, we see our characters from the last novel begin to coalesce into a genuine family of heroes, while meeting another character from our diminutive protagonist Lily's recent past. Mac may be rough around the edges, much like the serrate of a saw blade is rough against the grain of hardened oak, but his loyalty to his nearly kin rabbit cohort is unquestionable. How he fits into our crew of space warriors is still uncertain, but having an ally who can crush squadrons of enemies using only an old shovel can't be a detriment. All of your favorites have returned to battle it out against the slavers and narcos set to defile the universe with their evil avarice, including everybody's favorite tiny feet of doom.
Hello, Tazzies. It's me, Awesome. Your new, very best, and probably last dancing partner. You should know that this wide and overly spread formation of yours is no good. No. How can we unsafely play together with your mechis flying so far away from each other?
He looked at Alice, and she fired the last hollow arrow. Awesome continued.
But don't you despair for a second. Awesome is here to provide quality dancing arrangements for all of you.
Not expecting anyone to return his link, the hamster was nevertheless happy to receive any comeback banter. Not that the Tazarans were known for their creativity or witty comebacks, as he was soon about to find out.
Defective Terran filth. You and all of your stinking client friends will become fertilizer for our gardens.
But, Awesome can't possibly stink because he is clean. Hamsters always take sonic baths every day, regularly. And what is that unhealthy infatuation of your people with excrement? Do you like, hamster droppings that much? Because I can package and send some to your homeworld. I just need an address.
Being the smart hamster that he was, Awesome went the extra hamster mile and personally modified the missiles. All of them had extended fuel tanks. Laughing and seemingly entertained to no end, he chased after the closest machine that was probably his playmate's wingman, the one he melted its legs off during the previous battle. The Tazarans were desperately trying to evade, but almost all missiles found their targets. From the last TA wing, reinforced as it was, only 4 machines were left and all concentrated their fire on that lone Terran.
Did anyone say melting time?
Twin Sons of Corolla sees our adventurers return to where the story began, and the intrepid crew is set to meet its most harrowing of adversaries yet. The Tazarans will stop at nothing in their pursuit to divide all creation into either slavers or slaves, with all being under their control. Captain Anet Sa and the crew of the IMS Starshatter have a pact forged by blood, swearing to never let that happen. Through genius planning, exquisite individual skill, and even the help of nature itself, every character gives the enemy new reasons to fear whenever their signature is discovered entering orbit. Even with the narcos, drug pushers selling a slow and painful death to weak-willed Terrans joining against them, the evil forces of the universe have more than met their match when it comes to the great characters inhabiting this ship of destiny. When it comes to having the upper hand against these soldiers for freedom, the enemy will only be met with the kismet of death.
It seems that true love birds will soon be separated. Exchange whatever sobbing, mewling promises of an impossible future that neither of you will experience, and then accept your inescapable destiny, slaves.
Instead of the usual tearful scene, all variations of which he had witnessed 1,000,000 times over, both were still calmly standing next to each other. The woman was smiling as she turned towards him with a look of profound sadness in her eyes. Yet, after a couple of seconds, the boss was sure that she was not sad about herself. While the woman spoke, her gaze and all of that worry was directed at the young man standing beside her, as if the Avierna was sorry for something that was soon about to transpire.
But we are not slaves.
But how can this even be possible?
The human managed to pull apart his mate's collar too before the shocked cartel enforcers finally sprang themselves into action, swarming over him with their weapons. Brains still unable to grasp the situation they were in, his enforcers relied on the telepathic inhibitors that were installed in all slave processing facilities. He was a telepath. No matter what, he was supposed to be physically weak. They didn't see what happened to them. First two suddenly fell with fist-sized holes in their chests, exactly where their hearts were, and punched through the armor as if it didn't exist. The other pair got kicked so hard and fast that one of them splattered to pieces all over the courtyard. Second one's upper torso got dented inward, back armor exploding from the force of the impact. The cartel boss was slowly being burned alive, limb by limb, organ by organ. Choking, he felt that telepath rampaging inside his mind, pulling out every little thought that he could reach. Ripping neurons and causing multiple brain hemorrhages, the Terran was searching for something or someone. His very blood burning, the cartel boss collapsed to the floor, eyes exploding from his face. The last words he heard in his mind before darkness took him were,
"I thank you, criminal, in the name of all those citizens of the Terran monarchy whose lives this information will save. Now, you may die."
A group of a dozen or so enforcers and slave guards chose this moment to enter from the courtyard, weapons ready to fire, only to be met with an invisible giant blade. Their thinly, perfectly sliced bodies slid down on the ground in pieces, quickly covering the entire facility's floor with another, this time fresh coat of blood.
I won't deny it. The universe cares not for these lives,
Sighed Kira, walking past the still twitching bodies.
Wife, I am happy it doesn't. Yet to me, this makes little to no difference. From what I've seen in this idiot's mind, these people, and mind you, I am using the term loosely, have committed multiple atrocities on such a level that their punishments were long overdue.
We should hurry.
Kira gently interrupted her husband, her eyes squinting, head slowly and understandingly nodding, as if she had just been told something important. The Twin Sons of Corolla is heralded among fans as one of the best in the series so far, and every page shows an immense amount of detail into this vivid and fascinating world. From the specs of the weapon systems and war machines, to the different motivations of the characters for why they follow this genius space pizza maker into the deep black starlight, every moment is pregnant with new possibilities, giving hope to the reader that this series will last as long as the stars themselves. Once you embark into battle with this stellar collection of spacefaring freedom fighters, you too will begin to feel like a member of the family. Pick up your copy of The Twin Sons of Corolla by the Black Knight today in paperback on Amazon or on Amazon Kindle, and set course for a rapid-fire epic you won't soon forget.